left, we have Sock remaining in the yellow and Fortitude up here in the red. A lab creep is always something you can try to go for on this map. But a little bit dangerous. If it gets scouted, if it gets harassed, it can backfire. Is that something we should expect from one of these players?
I would say probably not, but you never know. There's always a small chance. Usually it depends on the type of player. But yeah, I haven't seen a ton of human mirror from them as of late, so not sure if either of them likes to do this. Yeah, I expect the game to kind of play out like the first one. Keep in mind, like, I think Sok played really well last game. I don't want to take anything away from him, but he got way better items. Like, that Archmage of his was stacked, and Fortitude opened with, like, literally the two worst items. Cloak of Shadows and Gauntlet of Strength, so... Probably hoping his fortune will turn around this time, and he's the one who finds the damage.
Yeah, on this map it's a little hard to stack the AM. There's only one clause each to be found early on. Later, I guess it could be clause plus 9 at the natural, but that's going to take a while. So, yeah, you can only get the clause plus mantle, and that's it if you're lucky. But of course, if those are your two items, that would be pretty sick. Also, circlet, of course, the dream.
Yeah, you buy that circlet at the shop if you get that.
You can buy the circlet at the shop, exactly. Sonic's influence is being felt worldwide. Have you ever seen an AM buy 2 circlets from both shops in the early game?
I don't think so, no. It's kind of expensive. Usually it's better to get more units in the first place. And with human, you're always supposed to creep a decent amount too, so you shouldn't have your inventory just filled up too quickly. You definitely want to manage that pretty well. Both players open up with a circlet, speaking of the devil. And last game, by the way, they teched before they morphed their tower. It's kind of looking like it's going to happen again here. This is what I was talking about, by the way. You see Fortitude is doing like the normal thing. You go across, you steal the Murloc camp. And Sok is the one playing defensive, so he doesn't want to go into this type of base trade scenario. So because of that, he waits on his side of the map. And he's trying to take away the camp, which technically almost, like I want to say, belongs to Fortitude. Usually it's the opponent that comes and does this one. The tech starts slightly earlier for Sok. And this Footman has done such a good job scouting on the other side. But yeah, the Archmage, you would definitely want to avoid taking damage on both sides. It can get dangerous. Even though you have fountains, you know, if the opponent gets boots, chases you. Tower being attacked, he's not repairing. Ooh, a little bit of a late repair from Sok. He's about to get the Water Elemental, though. Finally gets it. That might be a cancel. Fortitude almost got surrounded. Finally makes it out of there.
Oh, he's gonna get the kill. Well, perhaps not. Never mind. 1 footy gonna go down. How many is he gonna lose here? This could quickly become expensive. Oh my god. Is it 2 more footies trapped? He's about to lose 3 footmen in here. That can't be good.
That tower bad.
And he doesn't get it. He doesn't even get it. Oh boy. Is it just me or does that look like a complete disaster?
Yeah, it is. And we saw last game how Sok utilized his experience lead really well too. Didn't overextend. I'm so surprised. Like, why is Fortitude playing this aggressive? He's like going to the opponent's base, clicking on the tower, and he's like, I'm either gonna kill this and be in an okay spot, or I'm gonna lose everything and it's gonna be terrible. Like, doesn't really make much sense. Sok's playing so well defensively too, and now he knows he just has to do a little bit more cripping to get level 3, and he's gonna be super far ahead, exactly like last game.
These turtles might be enough, and it feels like Fortitude has to keep playing aggressively, otherwise he's gonna be the one getting pushed by an enemy on level 3. And it's perfectly level 3, by the way. How much XP lead is this? Almost 300. That is pretty nuts. Fortitude in a tough position again. You don't want to lose more footies here. He's gonna pull them out, gonna keep those alive, but there's lots of time still to be bought until tier 2 comes out with a Mountain King.
Yeah, the Archmage chasing potential now for Sok is quite amazing with boots, slippers, and circlet. He's going to be killing at least that 1 footman here. This is the moment where it almost gets annoying to just be attacked non-stop like this. 1 more Water Elemental will be summoned inside. Fortitude doing a fantastic job with this. But yeah, again, like the only thing he's achieving here is that he's slowing down the lumber economy of the opponent, but that's it. Nothing else. Ooh, nice deny.
There was no time to build a farm, so Sok is actually supply blocked right now. He can't go for the Mountain King. So that's a big delay on the second hero. Fortitude starts his own second hero now. But man, this experience gap is pretty wild. We're gonna have a fast level 4 AM for Sok this game. Those boots looked absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, double Sanctum this time being way earlier for Fortitude. He has a real opportunity to just play the more solid style instead of just playing like super aggressive. He could just go for expand way earlier than what we saw last game, where they didn't even go for an expansion at all. They just stayed one base and then just get brawling the whole time. Sok, I like this too, because he could have gone for Fortitude's main base, but what would he have achieved there? Not much. Probably knows that the Mountain King is going to come there or going to come out soon. So he's stealing a very important camp away from Fortitude here with this. Oh, I think he should be. The experience will go to Sok.
He gets it again, gets the replenishment potion as well, and wouldn't you know it, there's even a snare on one of 40's footies. He's gonna get the return kill here, one of them with a Stormbolt, but basically no footman left now for the Chinese. Stormbolt could threaten the AM a bit as well, but those boots get him pretty much out of dodge.
Yeah, Fortitude seems to really favor going for a lot of priests here immediately, which was one of the things he did very well last game. He kind of delayed his breaker production. We got Sanctum on the way from Sok. Curious to see whether he'll add any extra peasants. Wait. Okay, no, never mind. It's the second Sanctum. That's a little late. Wait, infrastructure-wise, like even though he's behind on levels, it's looking better for Fortitude. And because he has access to priest earlier and more of them, he might be able to fully negate the experience lead of Sok by using Dispel.
Yeah, the lead is looking damn crazy. It's 800 XP on the AM against only 300, which is like outrageous. But if the water elementals all get dispelled, it may not have that big of an impact, as more and more priests are coming. We're about to have the Dispel and breakers to be coming after that. So the question is, will we see an expansion or not?
Dispel. Quality commentary. Sleepers picked up on the Mountain King, and I see peasants headed for the tunnel. So yeah, he's gonna go for the expo now. And because like he's doing so much better on the priest counts, he might even be able to just creep the expo and immediately after fight, despite not having Archmage level 3. But ideally, he wants to be as close to done with that camp before Sok gets there. Sok actually perfectly reads that this is happening, and he shows up at a time where it's still looking difficult for Fortitude to fight effectively against both the creep camp plus his opponents.
First couple of dispels came in. Is there going to be another round for the second water elemental? Oh, that expires actually. Or was it dispelled? I'm not sure. Big creep is still standing. AM very close on level 3 for 40, but he's not quite there yet. Gonna get the experience here. Crystal Ball. What he was hoping for. Level 4 AM already against now finally a level 3.
Yeah, let's see how much is left over here. There's not many dispels left for Fortitude, but a little bit slow for Stormbolt from Sok going for the next priest. I mean, this is going to be held ultimately, and now the expansion starts. It's so hard for Sok. Like, what does he do? It feels like he just has to keep on pushing. He's going to get one more priest. After that, probably will be forced to back out. And what I mean, if he goes for his own expansion now, it gives time for Fortitude to just creep whatever he wants. Maybe the fountain, maybe even secures the center. I don't know why he's going for 2 towers here. I mean, you pushed him back and you see where he's going.
A lot of money right now for Fortitude just going into buildings, not really going into army. He's got hardly any units to defend the push, should it come soon. Push is going to be a little while. Sok wants to pull out the red camp. Wow, what a crystal ball usage. Sick read here by Fortitude. Sees this happening and is of course going to come harass.
You ready for the Popo to show up? If you see the opponent show up on your side of the map, just call 911 militia. They're gonna show up and help out. Yeah, Sok realizing that he was going to be attacked into here, he's going to pull the lab. When you do that, you're trying to say, okay, I know you're here and you're going to want to come fight me. You're trying to force a bad fight out of the opponent, basically.
Quick dispels against the Watch Elementals. The new Priest range makes that a little bit easier. But Priest is going to suffer for it, die for it. And against those Militia, it's definitely not easy to fight. Oh, nice trap on the Rock Golem. He's going to get the big item here. Will it be the big mana? That's the best item, but also big invul, big heal potion are good. It's the big heal.
Expansion is just so much earlier for Fortitude that he's going to go to 50 supply. He can save a bunch of gold. Oh, he found Skatgar. Feels bad. I guess he can sell that. Yeah, he really hasn't been getting the best items this series, that's for sure. Sok staying on one base and moving towards the expansion. So it looks like he's... I want to say all-inning. Like, this is just an all-in if he attacks here. Because this has to work or he's pretty much dead.
Yeah, I think you're right. MKs on both sides, very close to level 3. AM level ups, not too close, also, for both of them. 40 at the shop, gonna go for an invul potion. No heal scroll. If he waits a little bit, he's gonna have the money. But he's getting pressured. One tower should be going down quickly, but good mana burnt on the Mountain King. Hardly any mana here to work with for Sok on his second hero.
Both players almost have Mountain King level 3. Mountain Kings targeting one another might be key here. Oh my god, this breaker catch. If you can get it... So close to level 3.
Trying to buy time into the back of the fountain. You could wake up the creeps that would buy more time, potentially.
Just trying to get out, looks like. But that's gonna die, I think. Ooh, so close. Yeah, it goes down. And now my taking is level 3. The backline was getting caught. And there's already a lot of units here for Fortitude. I mean, he's just gonna go straight into upkeep. Control magic already being used by Sok. It's now or never here for Sok. Ideally, I think he should target the MK.
Okay, Sok still under the gun. He's got less gold income. The peasants are not going to start fighting their brethren. He's got a tower coming.
Peasant on peasant violence.
How has it come to this, Todd? It's a gruesome sight.
Some good dispels here being used by Fortitude, but he's not using too much control magic for some reason. He doesn't have control magic. Oh my god, I think he forgot. That's such an important upgrade. That could win Sok the game. It's still looking like he might not have enough units. Oh my god, the Arcane Tower is going to drain so much mana from the Mountain King. He doesn't have any more Stormbolt here for now.
The game by Sok, this push, this all-in, might just barely be working out. Very limited mining only left at the expansion. 40 would love to have a heal scroll. Doesn't have one to use, though. That Arcane Tower, dude. What a brilliant move. Water Elemental is being summoned, but Sok can steal them. And I think he's about to do it.
There's still no control magic from Fortitude. He's not even queuing that. He's just getting iron plating right now. That gives so much control for Sok to just use 1 or 2 Dispel on a Water Elemental and just steal them every time. He needs to keep his breakers healthy. But knowing that the opponent doesn't have it, I mean, he hasn't seen Fortitude use it even a single time. It's such a big advantage to have it himself.
And he has those breaker advantages as well with the 2 upgrades. It's looking quite good for Sok. Level up around the corner for 40's AM to level 4. But Sok not too far away from his own level 5. That will be a sick one. Armor upgrade still missing. Lots of militia called. Pretty much all the boys coming.
2-1 breakers against 1-1 right now. Militia actually going to be quite good against breakers there. It's so hard for Sok to properly save everything. Ideally, you should send like the very low breakers to the fountain. One of them trying to escape right now. Archmage could have gotten targeted for a second. He's not draining mana from the Mountain King. That's a mistake.
Militia definitely making a big difference here. But the duration is about to run out in just a moment or two. Stormbolt flying, Elder Priest going down. It's level 4. Big one.
Yeah. And with this defense, usually, like, if the attack doesn't work the first time, it's so hard now for Sok to win. He's on 50 supply against 58. Upgrade-wise, he's going for 2-2, actually. He's going to get it sometime soon. So 2-2 against 1-1 is what he's going to have eventually. But there is an Invuln on the other side. I'm not thinking of Sok. Still has a lot of items, actually. Invuln, Greater Healing, and Heal Scroll.
Water Elementals can hardly be dispelled at the moment for Fortitude because the Priest mana is so low. His level 4 AM was quite late. Oh my god, look at the triple Water Elemental in the north. Imagine some dispels there would be huge. Stormbolt on the MK. Sock no mana on the second hero. But the breaker count is still looking good. Heal Scroll used, trying to save one of the breakers. Only works for a moment. 2-2 upgrades now for the Korean. Is that gonna be enough?
Sock stole the one Water Elemental of Fortitude here. This control magic, I cannot believe that Fortitude didn't go for it at all. He has the lumber. It definitely feels like he should make it now, but he's choosing to make more units instead. I mean, if he had like 8 priests, okay, because he would just dispel whatever Water Elementals are there. To be honest, he's not doing too bad with this, but he's definitely made his life a lot more difficult than it had to be. On the other side, Sock's priests are super healthy mana-wise.
There's L5. Todd, this might be the turning point. Level 3 Water Element is about to come out any second now. And the supply is even. Sock grabs the supply lead. Looks like he's about to push through.
Not only is he level 5, the Archmage of Fortitude is 4.3, so he's just ways off that own level himself. I can't believe that Sock didn't buy a Sapper, by the way. He could have blown up that Arcane Tower like 10 years ago. Another control magic sends the Water Elemental inside of that Peasant line. That also means that if priests want to go for the Dispel, they're going to have to move inside of that Breaker line. But Mountain King's going at it against one another.
Invul Potion used, perhaps a little too fast on the trigger.
But he went Brilliance 3.
No mana. Indeed.
That's so weird. Like, the standard here should be level 3 Water Elemental. What is he gonna get? Healing Scroll. I guess he just wanted to have more mana overall for everything. His Mountain King maybe in particular. So he can spam more Stone Bolts. But yeah, Water Elemental level 3, very hard for the opponent to get rid of. Here we go again. Wave after wave of attacks.
And I think it's looking better and better for Sock. He's got way more breakers. He's got way better upgrades. And he's seeing these Water Elementals over and over. And it's so expensive to keep this expo running efficiently. Militia called again. But only 3 of them.
If Fortitude had control magic, he could keep on stealing those Water Elementals. Yes, Sock would steal them back, but they would just be trading them all the time. Militia coming in again. Remember, it's 1-1 upgrades against 2-2 in Sock's favor here. This Mountain King pretty healthy and with a lot of mana right now. There we go. Fortitude finally used control magic himself. And the kiting has been amazing from Sock. He always fights super effectively when he starts losing or has any kind of not so good position. He just pulls back immediately, then re-engages the Mountain King. He doesn't have Invuln anymore.
Next Stormbolt could be his end, potentially. He runs to the back. There he will survive. Priest repositioning as well. Sock second hero of the MK. Still standing strong. Water Elemental Ping Pong seems to be going to the Korean for now. He's just got way more breakers. Dude, these bashes, by the way, being so helpful against the breakers. It's gonna be another kill, partly thanks to the bash.
Yeah, the 2-2 upgrades is doing work as well here. Been really quite amazing to have that. Fortitude still ways off from Archmage level 5, but he's finally gaining a little bit of experience. Ooh, Fortitude controlled the 2 Water Elemental near his Peasant line, but all the peasants there died. And he keeps on having to send... He has 1 peasant mining gold in his main base. He sent the gold peasants to battle at the expansion.
That Militia Call earlier was able to take out the Arcane Tower, but now Sock is just so strong, as it seems. MK almost dead. Has to run away. Mana's running out on these breakers, by the way, slowly but surely. Stealing these Water Elementals back and forth. Fortitude, 47 supply. Sock 56. And the peasants are all about to drop. AM level 6, not too far away anymore.
Dude, it's barely mining. 1 peasant on gold in the main base. He finally sends the one that we're battling back home to mine, but they're going to take a while to get there. On the expansion, also 1 single peasant. His income is absolute trash right now. Funny enough, he's the player in no upkeep, so if he starts mining 5 and 5, he's going to mine a little bit more for a while, but Sock's army looking mad scary. 2-2 upgrades. Again, against just the 1-1 of Fortitude, who's just been trying to get more and more units out. Gets Stonebolted here first. Pretty bad when that happens.
Easily able to dispel these water elementals. The Sock. He's got so many priests. Gonna take out the tower with the priests. A bit more mana, or experience I should say, for the Mountain King. So close now to that level 5. Heal scroll used. Breaker survives. What about the MK? He might be the one to fall. TP transferred. Uses it quickly. Fortitude took out one more breaker there. Almost a priest. But that might be it. That looks like the Expo is finally broken.
Yeah, and with this Fortitude, it's really hard for him to even like choose what to properly do here. I guess he's gonna try and go for the lab to get his own Archmage level 5. I assume he's gonna go for Water Elemental level 3. But he's way behind now. Supply-wise, doesn't really have much items either. Like, to see that there is an invuln on Sock's MK puts him so far ahead. Finds a greater healing, that's pretty nice.
Alright,
Sock's about to get MK5.
Yeah, that might be the more impactful one. He's gonna get a big item here as well. He can easily steal these buffs with the breakers. What's he gonna get? Ruined Bracers, hallelujah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing when you face a Mountain King, and it's a lot about the Stonebolts on the heroes. Fortitude gets the Town Portal. I wonder if he's gonna keep Illusion here. Yeah, he needs level 5 himself here to even have a chance. Maybe if he saves gold for a while, and then he somehow gets close to equalizing the supply, he might have a chance. But the fact that he's going to be double upgrade behind, I'm sure he would love to upgrade more, but Fortitude has almost no lumber because he kept on calling militia so many times.
We are going to have the level 5 here finally in the middle. What was that camp item? It was gone. It was already taken earlier, right? It was the Kalgas pipe. And we're going to have an
level 5, is
expansion.
that it? Yes. Supplies are actually not that big a difference right now. 50 against 59. He took the Bloodlust away from the opponent's MK and gave it to his.
Seems like Sock is holding all the cards. He's got a straight flush. It's going to be hard to beat this with the expansion coming up. Have you ever had a royal flush, Todd?
in poker,
were you
except
able
a royal,
to beat
yeah.
that?
Do you know how rare a royal flush is?
How rare?
It's pretty rare.
Have you
Royal
had one
flush is
before?
the equivalent of if you got like perfect item for like 8 of them in a row. So you found like full damage early on, then found a bunch of perfect auras, consumable, everything.
Yeah, I always found it weird that there's a distinction with royal flush because it's just a straight flush. That's just the highest, right?
Yeah, it's like it's the royal family, dude.
Royal family. And the 10 somehow fits in. That's kind of... Well, no, I guess not. It's the ace. Alright, Sock mining. There's going to be one attack for Fortitude left. He's going to call the militia, going to call the boys, bring them into the mid. What's the over-under? What's the odds for Fortitude to win this?
The same as getting a royal flush. No, maybe not that bad, actually. The chances to get a royal flush, I think, is like 1 in 2.5 million hands or something.
And there it is.
Doesn't happen very often. People are pretty
Mine
happy when
run
they get
out.
one. Magic Century. I guess a bit of extra scouting. It's kind of cheap at this stage in the game. And here we go. This is... The tables have turned. Sock is the one with the expo, and then Fortitude is going to be the one sieging it yet again with all of his militia. So he doesn't have any plan on mining anymore, ever. It's all about this fight here.
Alright. Better position for Sock. Some of the units for Fortitude might be attacking buildings, which is of course not what you want. MK very far in there. Perhaps a little too deep. 2-1 upgrades against 2-1. The difference is not that big anymore. Arcane Tower being repaired as well. It's about every little thing here. Water Elemental Ping Pong coming in. AM level 6. Well, you don't want to go mass teleport this situation, I guess. MK, low HP, has to be careful. Getting focused quite heavily. And Sok has more supply right now. I mean, Fortitude, excuse me. Don't tell me he's doing this.
Yeah, the Arcane Tower is supposed to help a lot, but the positioning by Fortitude was really good. Sok maybe not doing the best job. Oh, he dodges the Stormbolts with the Invuln. Yeah, he wasn't doing the best job with the Control Magic. But now he's kind of back at it. And we have Brilliance Aura level 3 as well from Fortitudes. But Archmage being 6 on the other side, you don't go Mastelli here. You know, like if you go Mastelli and lose here because you don't have Water 3, that'd be pretty bad. So yeah, so he does finally have Water level 3. Yeah, I can turn this to attack something with mana.
We are very, very even. Very, very even. Breaker's starting to drop low on both sides. Heal Scroll would be wonderful. Sok has a lot of gold, honestly. Stormbolt, one priest, out of position, gets the kill there. Water Elementals being stolen again. Stormbolt flying on the AM. On the other side, those claws haven't been too bad for him. Fortitude, is he really doing this? He's got the supply lead still.
Yeah, a lot of breakers really low on both sides. If you're Sok, you can't really pull back because it feels like you have to save the center base. He's having to repair the tower right now. Those Water Elementals on both sides, they've switched more allegiances more than a character in Game of Thrones.
We must start calling them Littlefingers soon. Although they're not that little here, to be fair. Stormbolt again finds the MK. Doesn't find the kill, though. Seems like Sok took way more losses, but he has a supply elite now. Once again, of course, he can reproduce. Circlet drop. Mana potion popped.
Oh, this is big. Mount King is almost 5. Oh my god. Almost 6, sorry. For Fortitude.
Oh my god, he got so many kills. So many kills. Can Cosmodan bring the victory, perhaps, somehow? He's got lots of mana still. He should dispel these water elementals, perhaps.
Archmage is almost 6 as well for Fortitude. I cannot believe that he's made it this close. It felt like he was just quite a bit behind. Arcane Tower draining a bit of mana from the Mountain King. He's almost level 6. One more unit is gonna do it.
That Breaker's gonna do it. Do we see it? Do we see Cosmodan?
Oh, he didn't have the mana for a second, but now he does. He went... No, he didn't go Bash 3.
Oh my god.
I mean, you have to consider it.
Did he break the position? Still didn't skill. He still didn't skill. Level 3 Bash has 40% proc chance, which is also pretty crazy.
Why is he not transforming? He don't have the mana now anymore. Oh my god, he gets bolted before he can use Involve.
Oh my goodness.
And those priests and breakers working overtime with everything. He's gonna transform, I think. There we go, finally. Plus 5.6 armor. 1,600 hit point mana pool, but he's only got 700 of it. But that's hit points regen.
Sok can remake those units though. And now we see finally the Korean closing this out, man. This was a pretty sick game. Fortitude just can't remake any units anymore. And Sok, he kind of lost that fight, but he could make units again, which made the huge difference. MK, even with Cosmodan, cannot win this one. Only one or 2 breakers and 1 priest left. Scratch that. No breakers anymore. GG called, and the 2-0 victory.